Block Party in Minecraft podcast, episode 124. We're your hosts, Bearded Sloth
and Little C.
Get all our info at theblockpartymc.com.
Now let's get the block party started.
Yay!
Woo!
How excited are you, Little C? It's Friday night, way late. It's almost midnight for us as we record this.
It is almost Saturday morning. We will be ending this show
Saturday,
on the next day.
Next day. We're going
Wow.
all for a 2-day trip here.
2-day show recording.
That's amazing.
It is way past my bedtime.
It's past mine too, but
I guess this is just preparation for New Year's. I don't know.
yeah, maybe. Let's see. That'll be Sunday night, won't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna be prepared for that. Now we do have to kind of go to bed a little early Saturday night though, because we have church in the morning on Sunday, and we always got to do that. Got to make it sound good.
Why don't you start doing that with the podcast? Wow.
Oof.
That's just our voices. Can't fix that.
That was a burn. Minecraft.
You know what else burns? The lava I fell into today playing Minecraft.
Oh, tell me about it.
I started a new single player this week. Kind of just 'cause Jericho ended. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start a world. I went onto those, over the top cringy. Here's the best 100 seeds for your Minecraft world survival. Flashy stuff, crazy, woo, yay. And I found this huge mountain range in a big circle, and I based right kind of on near one of the big mountains with a nice starter base, but my plan is to have in the middle like a town square and have this whole place filled in as a town. So I just have this, but I went to the nether. I have been progressing pretty quickly. I'm not limiting myself at all. I'm just playing Minecraft. No, I'm going to play it slow or I'm going to play it fast. I'm just playing it like I would in the olden days, just sitting down and playing, doing whatever I want, whenever I want, just crazy.
Right, and you're not live streaming it. You're not making videos on this.
There's none about
of that, so no pressure.
And yeah,
I don't even remember what that's like.
So I got to the nether, and, I'm like a little nervous, and I spawned into a stupid basalt delta above a giant lava lake.
That's
so
the worst.
I can only dig down like 5 or 6 blocks before it hits a massive lava lake, so I can't even get down to netherite level. But I was mining it out, kind of flattening out the area to make a little base, like safe area around my portal.
Yeah.
And I got the lava, and it flew and burned, and I got down to half a heart. Luckily, I heard a gas too, which I thought I heard the shooting animation of the gas, but it was just the ambient sound the gas makes. I thought I was about to die right there.
Oof.
But
now,
I did not.
What is it about the game? I've been down to a half a heart many times, and then nothing bad tends to happen.
It's usually because your brain just sees half a heart, or it's just how bad that is.
You think it's like adrenaline.
It's more of your brain making it worse than it is in the moment.
Okay, well, I was kind of thinking, maybe you notice it more then?
Yeah, I think you notice it. It's
okay.
Something with your that word. That brain word.
Psychology stuff.
Yeah, psychology stuff. There we go. Words are hard.
I know all about being a psycho. Oh, that's a whole different story. Well, Little C, why are we talking about Minecraft so early without getting to the listener comments this week?
Because none of you commented.
Somebody did comment.
Well, somebody did comment.
But it had nothing to do with Minecraft.
It wasn't Minecraft.
So I can't read it in this section. So
this is Minecraft comments. Get it right.
You got to get your comments in for the show so we have stuff to talk about. Now, I don't mind talking about your stuff, Little C. It sounds exciting.
Listening right now, join our Discord and then go leave a comment and maybe even a question. The comments, Minecraft related only. The questions, they can be anything.
Yeah, truly. We'll answer all kinds of listener questions.
Throw some mud on the wall and see if it sticks.
Now, the comments really need to at least be something about what we've talked about on the podcast. If it's not Minecraft related, right? It needs to refer to something very specific or anything Minecraft.
Yeah.
Seriously. And we love hearing from you, the listeners. That's what makes us keep going. It's what drives us. I know you guys want to hear us and hear our tales of Minecraft, like that scary one you just talked about, Little C.
Tales and trails? Or is it Trails and That update's been out for how long, and I still don't know how to say it.
I still spell it wrong and everything and turn it around, and I have no idea.
I kind of forget what they added. That was the camel one, right? And the cherry blossoms.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Oh, and armor trim. I guess that update added a lot more than people say it did.
Armor trims came before the actual update came, though. I'm pretty sure too, right? Because they started giving us little things here, and it was
They told us
spread
about
out.
it, but they didn't. I don't know.
It's hard to keep track too with beta previews and the snapshots, and we know about it way ahead of time. You can even play with it.
I think
early.
doing the snapshots and the previews and stuff, it's mainly so Mojang doesn't have to hire a bunch of people to game test, and they just get the community to test their game and report the bugs, so they don't have to hire more people and pay more people. But I think that's kind of part of the downfall is too many people play the snapshots and explore the new features, so it takes the hype away from updates.
Yeah, it used to be a little harder to get, especially for the beta and previews. You actually had to change your settings, and just to be able to do it was harder. Now it's super easy, which I like that.
Oh, I'm thinking way back to console days. We didn't even know when the next update was coming out.
Yeah,
we looked on the 4J Studio Twitter page. If their banner changed, that meant there was an update the next day.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think
and
things
that's all
like
you knew.
that. I think it also is hard because now Minecraft's such a big game and it's owned by a mega corporation that's kind of taken the indie game out of Minecraft because it's really not. It's a mainstream game. But it was an indie game roots. It was a small game, small developer, and it had that like almost family feel. Like even though it was still millions and millions of copies sold at that point, it still felt like they were very connected with the community. And I think now it's okay, it's a very big game company, and like you kind of have to be that way. But I've seen a lot of indie games that get really popular and are still able to keep that feel.
Yeah, there's always a balance, right? I mean, you want to keep professionalism, you want to keep it going, and there's always a downfall with popularity. It's the same for, let's say, a small corner store or something, right? A general store kind of thing. If everybody comes in and you have way too much demand, at some point you have to become like a super center or something.
Yeah.
Because you have so many customers. Well, you can't individualize the service like you used to. Well, hi, Bob. Hi, Frank. You know, where you knew every customer that walked in the door. At some point, you're gonna lose that connection.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening. Because Minecraft is such a great game,
I think it's hard
the demand is so high.
because they've kept it before Microsoft got involved, it was it was still a household name. Like Microsoft didn't make the game famous. Microsoft has taken the money from it gaining more popularity. It was already major mainstream game way before, and I think it had that small game feel, which means it's possible. I think it's just a big corporation steps in and sets a lot of arbitrary rules.
Well, you have a little bit of that, but at the same time, when you create revenue from this game and then you reinvest that revenue in, let's say, advertising to build a bigger audience or customers in this case, and it just keeps rolling over and snowballs into something as what it is today. It's giant conglomerate of an IP here. It's a catch-22, right? There's good and bad about big companies or charging money or anything like that. It's kind of, when I look at something like the server, now I'm not saying I'm anywhere near Mojang or anything, but something like Jericho SMP, if people are willing to donate a significant amount, I can significantly increase the resources that go into it, right?
Yeah.
And it's somewhat proportional, and I think that kind of happens with the game. Now, there's more waste, it seems, when big corporations come in. It seems like they spend a lot more money to just gain a little bit more, little by little, right? It's a curve of gain, if that makes any sense.
I think also I think big corporations have a way of running things, and they don't change that even when it would be better for the community. I think they just have set ways, and then
It's
that's
the
what they
whole
do.
music industry and bands and stuff, right? Selling out or not selling out,
Yeah.
right? I mean, this is a long argument for a long time. Everybody has their feelings on this. There's good and bad on both sides.
I was going to make a reference, but then I realized anyone in my generation wouldn't get the band references, and only the people in your generation would get it. And yet I'm the one making the reference. Yeah.
I think most people understand what we're talking about with that. All right, let's move on to some other stuff. Get your comments in right now. Go get your comments in. Pause this. Join our Discord. Get your comments in. That way, we don't have to ramble on about all kinds of random stuff at midnight on a Friday night.
I'm awake. Oh, man. I am not awake. I'm awake. No.
All right, so you kind of mentioned it. The end of season 4 of Jericho SMP. It has now.
Well, everyone should know if they watch Jericho News.
Oh, that Jericho News was amazing. Little C. That was on your channel, right?
That was on Not Little C.
Not Little C on YouTube.
So I don't know who that is.
I have
Impersonator.
no idea. And Christmas time. So Christmas happened this past week.
Yeah, we didn't do much in Minecraft this
We
season.
didn't. It seems like Jericho was not in a Christmas mood this season.
No one was playing actively.
I'd
At
have
all.
to say, I think that kind of correlates in real life too. I feel like it was just less Christmas feel. And we've talked about this a bit. I don't know if it's the weather or what it is this year. If it's just personally,
I think it's just. I don't know though. I've seen
is
a
it
lot.
the economy? Who
I
knows
don't
what it
know.
is? And anyways, we were busy with our
Well,
Christmases last week.
All I know is I've seen enough Christmas movies that's not good because now Santa's sleigh can't fly if we don't get our Christmas spirit up.
Oh, we gotta get the Christmas spirit back.
I've
up.
watched Elf. That's a documentary, you know.
Great movie, by the way. So with all the Christmas stuff happening last week, though, I wasn't able to do my live stream. I'm kind of missing that world. BS Adventures. Have you guys seen it yet? It's on our YouTube channel, The Block Party YouTube channel. Go check that out. I might start streaming Jericho as we're starting, as this episode releases the day of, on Saturday. We're starting season 5 of Jericho SMP. I don't know if I want to stream it. Are you going to end up streaming it, do you think?
Maybe a little.
Okay. I think you're a better streamer at content like that. And I think occasionally I might do something in there. But I think you should be the one to bring it to the community out here.
We could stream it at the same time on one live stream.
We could do that.
We have the hardware for it.
Yes, we can do that. That sounds like a plan to me. Are you going to be able to get that set up for the very beginning of this?
Yeah.
Okay. And then that
Hopefully.
way, when I'm busy doing admin stuff, that always happens at the start of a season, getting the names corrected for the allow list, getting people that can't get joined in the first time, making sure they have the right server address and things like that. So this could work out. So we're going to do that on the Block Party YouTube channel, I assume.
Yeah.
So let's see if we can get that set up. I think we're running out of time, though. It's almost midnight. We're starting at 2 p.m., the start of the world. That only gives me 14 hours, and somewhere in there, I have to sleep.
No, you don't.
Oh, yeah, sleep's overrated. I'll just eat my coffee. It looks like we have about 25 players to start this season. That's a pretty good amount, but all these players, not all, but almost all, are previous members of Jericho SMP.
Which is something different than past seasons. Usually at the start we have a lot of new people.
Yes.
But I think if we start with a lot of people that are a bit more dedicated throughout the seasons and have been on like all of them, I think we'll have a longer lasting season. Like, especially compared to this season, it seemed like everyone just stopped playing. Like, after...
I think life got in the way. I think life in general
Guys,
for everybody.
Stop having lives. You're not allowed to. Play Jericho.
Minecraft is life. Just remember that all the time. Anyways, it should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this season. We are doing something a little bit different. Our leadership, which we're calling them peacemakers this season.
Peacekeepers.
Peacekeepers.
Get it right.
I can't even get it right. That's how tired I am. That's okay.
The Peacekeepers.
But we've decided that we have an actual seed that we looked up, found a good seed to start with. So they kind of have a sneak preview of what the world's going to look like and stuff. I don't know if I like this or not. Little C, what are your thoughts on having a set seed that everybody knows? Well, at least the leadership knows.
There was a time on season 3, we knew the seed only. All we knew is you and I, we loaded it up on the world, went into on a creative world, flew up, took a screenshot, blurred it out, and posted it as a preview for season 3. We didn't actually really know anything about it because we didn't pay attention. We tried to just take the screenshot quickly to try to keep the surprise. And that ended in multiple deaths at the very start of the season because the spawn point was directly in powdered snow.
Yes, it was terrific.
So I think looking at the seed beforehand is good because looking at the seed is important to keep a long-term world and long-term enjoyment in a world. If you have a really bad seed, you're not going to have motivation to play the world. But if you have a great seed, you'll have motivation.
Now, Annie Mae in our live chat here, and she is a very valued member of Jericho SMP family. She says, that was kind of funny, not gonna lie. I'm kind of agree, and it was
funny,
really showing off the dead score that we have on there too. I liked it. It was fun.
I think, yeah.
In season 4, we knew the seed. HolyBookworm's the one that found that seed, actually. But it's only been either you and me or HolyBookworm and us were the only ones that knew when we started.
But now the leaders or peacekeepers or advisors, whatever you want to call the staff team of Jericho.
Right.
They know, because now they're preparing stuff for more community, like the spawn, like where the nether portal can go, and just some basic spawn stuff.
I definitely see the benefit of them knowing that for those kind of things, and they can start preparing in their head what they're going to do.
I haven't looked at the seed besides around spawn, but once the season officially starts, I'm going to go into the seed and then find a place to base.
So that is something I was thinking about.
Because on server side, we have the render distance set to 32, but I can set it on my computer to 92 chunks, so I can really look around to figure out where I want to live.
That is something. If we weren't going to give anybody the seed, I was actually going to look into making a resource pack that hid the seed UI.
Oh, I think we should
settings, but
I think we should allow members to have the seed.
Yes.
If they look for it, but if they ask for it, they have to figure it out. It's 2 buttons to see the seed.
Yep. Exactly.
So I think it should be something that they have to do.
They can, and that's fine. But that's something I thought about. And I could even make it where it's random, where I don't even know the seed that we're beginning at. The only problem with that is if the spawn literally is a single island or something, that's not going to work for a multiplayer SMP.
And then, yeah, so this season 5, I'm excited because I'm doing a mega base. I don't know what your base plans are, but I got some big plans.
I'm going to go back to my roots, I think. And I'm thinking like before Jericho type roots of what I really enjoyed back in the day.
Ooh.
And keeping it somewhat simple, but yet going back to what I like to do and not playing with anybody else. Just doing my thing.
I'm excited because we don't have the restrictions as much for like building inside of a 500 radius. And I'm going to build my mega base not super close to spawn because it's going to take up a lot of space. But we are kind of a bit of a spoiler. This will be coming out. You'll know. But the seed is a bit of a massive island. It's like a continent of place. It's huge. But there is a coastline somewhat near spawn. And I'm going to go out kind of far off the coastline and probably end up building something in the middle of the ocean, like a custom island or something.
That sounds fun. I did.
So I'm going complete
look at the scene.
So I'm going to go complete overpowered, get as much stuff as I can as quickly as possible, automating farms and stuff, because I'm just going full on building, which is a complete different play style than this season where I took it slow and did basic stuff, no mending and stuff.
I did have fun on season 3. I flattened out a whole huge area
and then did nothing with it.
I did a little bit, but ran out of time basically. and I didn't play enough to really get it all done. I did a lot though. I had some huge plans, and I enjoy the grind of that though, even just flattening out the area, preparing for something. Same reason I like just fishing for hours, just doing the same thing over and over, or mining for hours. I can do any of those boring tasks. Some other people, they need to be building and decorating and all this all the time. That's just not me.
So I love the grindy tasks, but I don't like I like building, but I enjoy the after effects of building. What comes after it. The process of building, it's okay. I kind of enjoy it. But what I see after I'm done building, just walking around through my creation, I like.
Yeah, I like that too. I was looking at my house that I did build on season 4, and I've seen some screenshots that you've taken and pictures and whatnot. And I'm like, ooh, that's a really nice house. That's very pretty. But it served no functionality for me at all.
That's because you didn't even put anything inside of it.
Exactly. All the things I needed, I hung out at the iron farm more times than not, or I hung out mining down below, or even the automated chicken farm and things like that that were functional. Those are the type of things I like doing. But we're all different. That's what makes Minecraft so great. Another thing I'm looking forward to is the packs that we're adding to Jericho. So they'll be available for people or not. Of course, we're going to keep our donuts, I think, going. I'm hoping to add more coming soon to the donut pack. I think we've already mentioned it. Going to add coffee to the game. That's not going to be ready for launch of season 5, unfortunately. I just don't have enough time to get everything done.
Because you spend all your time complaining that you don't have enough time to get everything done.
Exactly. I got a podcast to complain to people on. Also adding some dark UI. That's going to be nice. So
Yeah,
that'll
some
be
nice
available.
texture pack stuff we're adding.
Texture pack stuff. Yep, exactly. The lower sides. You know, these are Bedrock tweaks. You can find them there.
Which is actually just Java tweaks or vanilla tweaks from Exumavoid. It's a complete clone copy, but for Bedrock Edition.
Yep.
Not like even clone copy in the like bad way. Like they have like, hey, this is originally from blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, yeah, this is awesome that someone ported them all to Bedrock.
Yeah, it is nice. It just adds a little bit. I'm still
They're
debating.
vanilla tweaks. Like it's just, yeah.
I don't know if you and I decided exactly, but talking about the borderless glass that's available.
So
from
I
them.
did play with it a little bit on my single player world.
Okay.
It looks nice for screenshots. It's not practical. I think regular glass looks good enough.
Okay. But is it something that we want to offer and people can clear
I don't
their
think
cache?
so.
Okay.
I think it's going to cause more problems than not.
Okay. So that's not
Now,
one we're going to add.
I wish there was the possibility to have true connected glass on Bedrock, but there's just not the technical capability to do it without like add-on or something.
Now, there has been on Jericho when you're playing and somebody else has been on since you've last been on, there's a welcome screen, right? Welcome to Jericho 4, I think is what it said. So we're going to continue with that. There will be a welcome, but there's also another surprise for you all, and I'm not giving it away yet. That will be there when you first join in. Every time you join in, it should change that and change the dark UI in the loading screen. So really looking forward to being able to share that with our Jericho SMP family. That's actually what I'm going to be doing tonight is working on the packs. I'm going to polish them up, make sure they're ready to go for tomorrow and the big debut of season 5. Anything else you want to talk about Minecraft in general?
I saw a video that was talking about how the Minecraft community needs to stop being a problem. As in, the Minecraft community is why people aren't So the problem is people will see the hardcore Minecraft community as the Minecraft community, when really it's a very small percentage. Most of the people that play Minecraft and love Minecraft, they love it and everything. They're not these hardcore fans that know everything about it and just all of that. And that's why people get so mad about the mob vote and stuff, is the hardcore fans are the only ones getting mad about it. all the normal players, the average players who just enjoy the game are like, okay, my mom that I voted for, oh well, it didn't win. The hardcore ones are like, oh, they voted for this one because it's their favorite one in real life, but not for the reason of it, rah. And I think the hardcore fans are the problem, and they need to be more like just the casual fans and just enjoy the game for what it is.
Well, and we have to remember that. What are the developers actually making the game for? As much as any game developer would love to go in depth with detail, you have to make sales essentially, right? So you need to make it nice for the general public, right? Just the average user, because that's going to be your main consumer. That's where you make the money. Going back to earlier in the podcast, it's a catch-22. There's good and bad on both sides. I agree with you, Little C. We need to be less rah. This is the way it is. That's the only way. Java's better. Bedrock's better. Who cares? Just play Minecraft.
So I saw, I think it was IBX Toycat, and he was joking about, like, I think he was answering very common Minecraft questions or whatever. And one of them was like, which version of Minecraft am I playing on? And he's like, well, there's Bedrock and Java, explaining it. And he's like, but if you're playing on Java, you probably know that you're playing on Java. All like making fun of Java players for being
so true.
Java players.
I
play on Java Edition.
I see it on the Facebook groups a lot. That whole thing. I don't know. There's some arrogance there, I think is the proper term for a lot of Java players.
Well, they're playing on the original version of Minecraft. And I
gotta say, a lot of these people playing on Java are literally playing on potatoes, and that's the only reason they play Java, because...
Even though Bedrock would run better on the potato.
Exactly,
Actually,
I don't know.
So Java Edition is written in Java, so it can run on older hardware. Bedrock Edition is written in C++, newer hardware is gonna run it better because it's newer hardware with a newer language, and it'll just flow better. But Java will run better on newer hardware, but it still runs fine on older. And so does C++, just not as well.
Yeah, and it just goes back to whatever device you're on, right? Or the console players, right? They only can play on Bedrock Edition now. I mean, you can go old school, go play the Legacy console editions, but you don't have the updates and everything.
So if you want a full throwback, I played for like 20 minutes today. Release version 1.0.
Wow, that's going way back.
That's as far back as you can go on the Java launcher without like external stuff like the actual betas. But that's the original release of...
Okay.
And I was like, I can see why people love this game so much. And it helped me I say this every time I go back and play it every few months, the old versions. And I regain that love for the game because it's so simple and it's so nice. Now I go to modern Minecraft and I'm just like, okay, I gotta build this. I gotta make it look perfect. I gotta use this much detail, texture this, do this, get netherite, get armor trims, do this, do that, get a sniffer egg. I go back to old Minecraft and I'm like, oh man, this cave is scary. Oh, what was that noise? Oh, it's a cave noise.
Well, that is what made Minecraft. It was
simple.
The simplicity of it.
I can't say that modern Minecraft, if I started playing Minecraft today, I don't know if I'd be this much enjoying it.
But the nice thing is, and it's hard to put ourselves back there as a very new player to Minecraft. Think of this today. If you're just coming in, and if you're not watching tons and tons of YouTube videos like us,
if you're not in the hardcore community,
exactly, you're still gonna play kind of the same way.
Yeah.
And this is something we're actually gonna have this tomorrow when we start Jericho, and I wasn't quite prepared for it, but the recipe unlocking. So that's a full-fledged now in the game. It doesn't give you access to crafting recipes of anything you don't have materials for.
Which you can turn off, I think, but yes.
We can. But I like this feature because people that are new to the game are not overwhelmed by all these things to do. There's a problem with this, though. Some players, I think, get into it and get bored very quickly because they don't know all of the things there is to come later.
I think it, as a pro, I guess, because I do it I'd say I'm in the top, like, higher percentage of Minecraft players knowing things, but I always use it to search. I search an item to see how to craft it, so I like to have everything, even if I don't have the resources to craft it and unlocking it, because I use it as the wiki.
No, I agree.
search
For
for
us
what I
players
need.
that's been around for a while.
But I kind of see what you're saying with newer players, but I think it's half and half. Some newer players are going to do better. It just depends on the person.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. I forgot all about that because we haven't had that in season 4 of Jericho. And I've been testing the server. I changed the where it's located and things like that this week. Been doing a lot of that actually. And I was testing that out and I'm like, oh wait, there's recipe unlocking. And it is kind of nice to start back, and it gave me a little bit of that sense of that first time I played that tutorial world on PlayStation 3.
Yep.
And the little pop-up that comes up, and it made me feel like I achieved something, even though all I did was pick up some bamboo.
You know, that's a scary wood type.
I'm
Bamboo.
I
I think I'm going to take HolyBookworm's job.
Wow. Holy Bookworm, he's coming for you. Watch out. All right, I think that sums up what we want to talk about Minecraft. We got to move on.
Now it's time for the past week in Minecraft. No info from Minecraft.net. Oh, wait. It was Christmas. They're off for the week.
They are on vacation.
What is this with modern game development studios actually, like, treating their employees nicely? What happened to, like, the old days? They don't get days off. They're game developers. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like they want a break too. They've really been knocking out
working
updates. We've had content from them every single week for a long time.
They need the break. Take a few weeks off, which is probably what they're going to do.
Truly is amazing how much content they're giving us just from us reading the changelogs, by the way. But that's okay. I think we gave you enough of a show. But
okay, well,
let's move on to the next segment.
Do.
Listener questions? Wait.
Aww.
We had one kind of.
Well, we don't really have a question, but we do have more for the advisory quest.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to do that?
Yes.
All right,
we have to
do that. What is it?
Okay, so last time, this is from Advisory Labs. You head south. Little G approves. You come to a road. There is more forest on either side. Here are your options. Hitchhike. Follow road west. Follow road east. Cross the road and continue south, or head north. 1300 is just at the bottom of the message, and I don't know the context of this, so I think there's a time now.
Oh man.
So where are you going? We both have our own little G with us. We can go either way.
So I just have to pick a cardinal direction, basically.
Or you can hitchhike.
Ooh, that sounds fun. It depends what state I am in. I don't know where I'm at.
I personally, well, we don't know. We were dropped in a random forest.
Ooh, we're in a random forest.
I think I'm going to follow the road east.
Well, I'm tired of you, Little C. I'm going to head west.
There you have it. BS head west. I headed east.
Oh, man, we're getting separated.
This has been Advisory's Quest.
That was fun. But yes, we don't have any other questions for you this week. Make sure you get those in. We count on you.
Now, don't worry. That's been 2 segments really missed. But don't worry, because the favorite part of the show, the reason you're here, the host of the loved show, The Noob Corner. Go give it a listen. Holy Bookworm's Joke of the Week.
What do you call a dinosaur with an extensive vocabulary?
A thesaurus. That is a Holy Bookworm joke.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. A thesaurus? Yeah, it's okay. But thank you, Holy Bookworm, for the little bit of laugh.
Just a little bit, not a lot.
Just a little bit. That's all we can handle tonight anyways.
It is way past our bedtime.
Way past. We are in Saturday morning officially by the time we ended recording this.
So this has been a 2-day recording of the block party.
I do want to say Happy New Year's to everybody. Hope you enjoy. Be safe out
Hey,
there.
tell us in your comments, what's your Minecraft New Year's resolution?
Yes, what are you doing? We want to hear all that, what you've been up to in Minecraft, all those kind of things, comments in our Discord, or you can email us, or you can call us, of course, or text us. That works too. We got all kinds of ways. Where are all the comments? Listeners, you're slacking. Get on that.
Well, they've just taken upon the sloth ways.
And make sure you question us too. It's been a great show. Again, Happy New Year. You can help support the show by subscribing to the podcast. Find the link in the description to subscribe. It truly helps us out and is super, super appreciated. Best of all, though, you'll get access to more of us with the After Hours show and, of course, our first 49 cringy episodes of The Black Party. Actually, not all those were that cringy.
Well, a lot of them were.
They're fun to listen to. You
Some
don't
of-
want to miss out. You're missing out if you're not a
Yeah,
subscriber.
But
I'm
some
just
of our
saying.
modern episodes are cringy too, so
That is true.
maybe they're all
So,
cringy.
But they're great episodes. And we talked a lot of topics over there. We covered all kinds of stuff. You do not want to be the one missing out. You need to subscribe. Another way you can help us out, get the word out about the Block Party podcast by telling everyone about it. Everybody you see at that New Year's party you're going to, tell them. The people that you got to see at work when you go back after New Year's, tell them. Everybody wants to know. And you can tell them our website, theblockpartymc.com.
We want to hear from you. We love your comments and questions. You can email us at contact@theblockpartymc.com or leave us a voicemail or text us at 1-260-220-8225.
Thank you for being here. We truly appreciate it. Make sure to tell everyone about the Block Party, a Minecraft podcast. I'm Bearded Sloth, and now I gotta go to bed.
And I'm Little C, and I guess I'll eat BS's coffee that he left there.